we have some white stuff on the ground out here in the Northeast PA. Clear the throat because that's what I do the best in all my videos, because I have a post-nasal drip. I have good health insurance. If anybody knows of a good sinus doctor that can help alleviate that issue, I greatly appreciate it. I put up with it for like 40 years of my life. So what we have here is a Husky quick cut, 21 horsepower, 46-inch cut. And we have the infamous no start. So it could be a safety issue. There's no doubt about that. The solenoids, if I remember, or the solenoid, if I remember, is underneath that cover there. What do you think it is? 3/8. I got this from a guy that I had previously serviced his mower, and I didn't notice it until just now, but he actually had removed some of the screws there. All good. We're going to remove some more screws, and we're going to, the starter's good. I've already tested the starter, but I suspect we have a safety issue or a bad solenoid. We're gonna go with the safety issue. Go with a bad solenoid. Which one do you think it is? I think it's a bad solenoid. Variable speed pulley. These were all right till they weren't all right, and they're kind of a pain in the butt to pull these covers off. Only because you gotta finagle it out. In case the seat is in the position it's in. Oh, and there's a wire too, probably, that is holding it up. Here you go. So, here's our solenoid. And negative. Let's see. Fuse is good. So we'll energize the solenoid here the old school way. And well, solenoid works, so it's a safety issue. Safety issue. So, where do we think the safety issue is? Now, don't think that this one has to be anywhere in particular. I don't think it needs to be underground, because it just connects to that bar. So, we're looking for a switch. I don't think it's a seat switch. There's yeah, the seat mechanism. Well, maybe. But I highly doubt it since the brake pedal is on. Oh no, the brake's not on anymore. Sorry, I took the brake off. I took it off. Yes, I took it off to remove my cover to look at the solenoid. So, I don't think this needs to be ground. I think it needs to be open. It could be in the ignition. And since he has the hood off here and he was doing something under there, not sure what, but I don't see any obvious signs of menagerie. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that it is not the seat switch, and I don't think it's a... Sometimes though, these did get out of whack, didn't they? Oh, it is unplugged, isn't it? Oh no, it's got a wire nut on it. Oh, yeah, it got a wire nut on it. There's a miscellaneous wire nut. You know, that's always good. That means that's qualified by an electrician. Oh, maybe, I don't know. It looked like it was touching, but that doesn't seem like that was it. But that is definitely twisted together, so that must have been the seat switch at some point. And somebody decided they didn't like the seat switch. I don't know why. Seat switch is good. So let's look at the other switches down here that may have gotten tore up. Might have to find a flashlight, but here's Johnny, and that's up all the way, because that's also an issue, because oh, that's what it is. The safety mechanism for the blade engagement is not good enough. So I did replace this for him, but it looks like maybe that bar there bent in or bent forward, or it really is kind of a poopy setup, but goofy if that anything. So and that was an OEM part. Maybe what we can do is try to adjust that forward, or add maybe adjust the I don't want to stick my toes under there, but I already have an electric wire under there. Or let's see if we see the deck. Oh no, that's goofy. The heck? Yeah, so that needs an adjustment, and we're gonna pull the whole hood off here because it feels like the valves are need an adjustment. I remember this unit was hard to start to begin with. This one's still decent because it's got metal in it. The whole thing is metal, so, and it is it's a decent engine. I don't know how many hours it's got on it, but looks like he just replaced the air filter and the pre-screen on it, so we'll work through those issues. I can work with that. It's not bad. We'll sharpen the blades and everything on that, and we'll figure out this guy. It's been sitting for months. Oh, look at that. Rubber sitting long enough. Now I have to pull the gas can. There isn't any gas in there. Maybe you can get a small vacuum cleaner in there, suck some of that crap out. There's no gas in it, so. Yep. We'll get right on that. Ends, but I figured, yeah, since we already got some of the chagrins on video here, it's a Husky. Whites did this too. This was a, I think just a Whites just rebranded it, whatever. Similar setup as the Whites. Sure, there's a bunch of other ones out there that are similar. So we're removing the hood and the metal housing so that we can better ascertain the valve lashes on this hard to start Briggs & Kraken. What we've already found out that we need to adjust is the lever for sure, because the little safety detent, so you don't chop your toes off, is out of whack. So we will, I mean, I got it for free. I serviced it. I probably charged the guy, I don't know, 70 bucks, 100 bucks a couple years ago, 3-4 years ago. Serviced it on site for him. Definitely needs a new gas cap. Gas cap is in here somewhere. It fell down. Fell down somewhere. I'm not really worried about it at this point in time. Variable speed drive setup on this. It will start. It does run, but we are going to try and remediate the hard start and hope it's not a detent mechanism. And what I was looking for was my chicken wire so that I could keep that hood from flying forward after I take that last bolt out of it. And we'll discuss that in a couple minutes here. I know we're getting hot. We're out here in the sandals, February 5th. I know you like to see my toes, right? Weirdos. So, yeah, this is what we'll do, just to keep that from completely falling forward. Was hoping that I might be able to find another spot that's a little bit more accessible. There we go. And since we already got this side off, that'll work. 10 millimeters on the side, 13 millimeters on the bottom. You'll need a open box and a, I mean, you can do an impact or whatever. You might not be able to get enough hangulation in there, but if you can't get enough hangulation, then you'll probably need a little bit of a universaler. And contact. Yeah. So, make sure you disconnect your headlight wiring harness, which is simply just pull it apart and you're good to go. And if physics and memory serve me right, I should be able to remove this guy in its entirety. Yes. Now I have visible access to the valve covers, which also have leaky weepies. You can see, at least this is an overhead valve setup. These are, I can tell you, that was a Sten's filter that I put on this. That was pre-COVID. That's actually might have just been 2020. So he got tired of fiddling with it, I guess, and put a new air filter in it, which was, you know, pretty sweet. That's, said that before, that's, you know, 10 bucks there. Has a little bit of a spider web, it looks like, built on the bottom of that. And 3/8 on the front. Put your tools back, Ryan. Shays. I love magnets, but that's how you hurt your toes. Open toes, you know. That's how you keep. So I moved them to the side. Don't want stuff full of tootsies and make them all sore. Got an ultrasound tomorrow for a hernia. That'd be cool. I don't expect too much. Just enough. 3/8. You know, so you don't goober up your garage floor. If you can find yourself a usable rag somewhere, and pop that usable rag down underneath your valve cover. Oh, look, man, they were tweaking on this. They were trying to get in there. See that? Somebody had that bolt up. Was not me. You know, just get it out of the way. I don't know how much gas is in there, but I really don't want to find out either. And hello, mother. Hello, father. I can tell this hose is brittle. I'd rather pull it high here if I can. There we go. And let's stack that guy up there. That was their remediation to getting fuel in the intake and getting it stuffed with a broken crank or busted box. I just noticed something. Did I notice something? I feel like one of those, where did it go? Did I throw it somewhere else? I thought I pulled 4 out. I must have lost one. Did I lose one already? I may have lost one. Gaskets are cheap. We can replace that gasket. 2 for the fuel pump. I guess I'm going to have to look at the video because I don't know what the hell I did with that. And we'll pull spark plugs. The Sparky. That's dropped on my head a lot, alright? So, just relax. Sparky. Danger. That's a loose. That's a loosie. We'll be pulling the boat apart soon. And I'll pull the trim rams off again. Do a seal kit because I bought a used one and I have a reason. I think I know why. Hopefully I didn't jam myself up because that spark plug doesn't look too terrible. It looks almost, maybe I might have put those in. They look like, no, they look like torches, but they're not. So we'll bring the spectacle up to top dead center here. We'll use metal because it's the smartest thing to use inside a cylinder head. And I might as well pull the other side too because it'll just make it easier to spin. Get around the rusties. No, didn't need you anyways. Great cable management. Good news is if I fix this thing up, get it squared away, maybe we can get 400 bucks for it. That spark plug looks a little wet. Might have a slight leak. I must say those are a little tight. Those are definitely a little tight. I feel like I guess I'll need to pull the I guess we can make sure that we're on the it is easier to do this without hello. Yeah, something. Feels very tight about that intake one. So, hello. Based on my general observations with most of these guys, it's supposed to be 0.3 or 0.4? Oh, 0.4. Too much there. That one's probably about within spec. This one needs a little shimming up. We're at 0.5 there. It's not too terrible. 0.6, 7. Maybe this one is 9 on the top. I'll have to double check the manual. That's 8 and 9. 10. 11. 11's kind of where it's at there. So, there's the. Told you there's a fourth one there. Guess I should look at the oil too. Well, it looks pretty dang clean. I think what happened with this gentleman was initially he may have called me to come out and service this, and I did oil, fuel filter, oil filter, blades. I think it did this all on site too. It's definitely one of my still one of my the Sten's oil filter, so try to keep some of the garbage out of there. And I'll look for top dead center on this side. And it is interesting that part of the problem too, I guess, is because it is a variable. Am I in the hole? That's what she said. There you go. With the pulleys and stuff. Ooh. That can't be the right stroke. that is pretty dang tight on that side. So let's see where we're at. Getting hard to see these. 0.05005. 0.04. Can I find 0.04? I didn't know these got it all. 004, 005. Point 0, let's go up to 0.8 because I'm kind of thinking maybe this one might be 0.8 on the top. Definitely not enough room in there. So we're gonna double check the specs on this. So Briggs and Kraken 21 horsepower. I think that one's too tight. That one's got a little loosey goose to it. That one's a little too tight. Then you turn this around. I'll probably pull the cover anyways just to go ahead and pressure wash it. Get some of the crap out of there. That way we can really observe where the leaks are coming from. I'm pretty sure I got some gaskets around for this guy here. I have to look through my box of gasketers. I think I got those somewhere yonder in here. Oh, those are for the boat. Some boat gaskets floated in there. These might all be head gaskets. I'm going to have to look for valve cover gaskets or just do a RTV job on the... Is that a... Oh, that one fell out. Great. I think that was a Kawasaki one. Kawasaki. Yeah, I guess those are head gaskets. Those all look like head gaskets. Gonna have to look through other cabinets because these are all head gaskets, exhaust gaskets, and intake gaskets. There are no valve coverings. Or use some RTV. RTV is probably what it's gonna end up being. Yep, I gotta wipe that up. Something's leaking in there. RTV it is. Nothing wrong with a little RTV. Actually, I probably trust RTV better. It's just easier to manage those valve lashes. So we'll be back momentarily. So that is your intake and your exhaust. And the reason I wrote it there is because it won't matter. Once I put the cover on it. And that being said, oh, don't beat that up too much. Try to keep that pretty. Sun's are shining in here. So we're gonna make this quick. 004 to 00 or 00, yeah, 4 to 006. So that one definitely has a little bit too much play. It's not terrible, but let's go to 005. That's good. That's good. So it is the detent that really bothers me. Brand new Reliant lock. So as long as I never open it in the direction counterclockwise, and I tried lubing Can't make it up. So. Yes, I'm still in my sandals. It's a Sunday. What do you want? If I drop something on my toes, it's my own fault. Maybe I get a good chuckle out of it. So, they're saying it's supposed to be a quarter inch past top dead center for proper valve adjustments on this particular guy. And there are ways to measure that. If you have clear clear access to the cylinder head without removing all that garbage, because there's a lot of garbage on it. You can probably guess what a quarter inch is, though. Let's get within the ballpark. And look at this again, 005. Too tight. So someone may have adjusted that intake and then not actually done it in the right fashion, or it just seems like it's too tight. So we will adjust these out. And I adjust them on the smaller side. Yeah, let's just double check this side again real quick. Yeah. And it says a quarter inch past top dead center. So I said, I can take a pretty good guess. So those can definitely be tightened up. But again, I think this is a fruitless effort. There are two designs, one showing on that detent mechanism for this model. And I probably don't have the right size. Well, that was weird. China just hacked into my garage. Unless I got a remote somewhere. Or that is not good at all. Huh. Very bizarre. or hacked into my cell phone. That was really bizarre. Well, I think that remote is going to come off there. I have a wireless garage door opener, and I believe China has hacked into it maybe. Guess I'm gonna go analyze traffic after I'm done doing this. Well, if you didn't like that, I don't know who did. That's probably a little bit more appropriate than what I had done up there. What the fuck? Interesting. So I can tell you that I would rather unplug that and see if that opens up again. Because that is not good. And if it does open up again, I got a whole nother problem. But if it doesn't, then we know the Chinese are after me. So. And these are a little bit easier, I guess, in my opinion, to finagle. The hard part is when you're turning this, locking this nut back in place and getting it precise enough. I can guarantee you that thing won't open up again, will it? That was a little creepy. It's probably somewhere around 7 foot-pounds, maybe a little less. Like I said, the hard part here is you really don't want to rest on the the rocker. You want the rocker to move as freely as possible. And the top one probably a little tight, so and now that you saw it there pop the hell out all together. Hey, biscuits. I'll be honest, one in those particular instances when it feels like it's almost close enough, I will give it try to give it another turn. It still might be a little loose. This one definitely needs a little bit more. Let's see if we can do it without having to pull it back out. So, if you want one of those Chinese wireless garage door openers, I'm starting to think that you probably shouldn't have one. All right, well, now we're too tight and my legs are locking up. Really need one of those. Point 4, 0.5. We'll take it there, 0.5. Yep. We'll rotate it. It's very bizarre. Well, so much for that. I guess I'd text Mom and see if she was trying to get into her garage, because I bought her one of those too, and maybe she picked the wrong house. Or my lovely girlfriend is smacking buttons at work, but quarter inch past. Ooh. We'll edit the sandal sandal moments out, I guess. But the garage door won't open again. Huh. Very, very, very bizarre. That one's pretty dang close in my opinion. That one can probably use a little bit. Although it's within spec. It's not terrible. But while you're in here, you might as well. Rotate it on a full turn. Yeah, I'll catch it on the upside on this side. Probably right about there. Thank you. Really should pull the rest of these off. I never really go above like 13 with this set, so I'm not sure why I even keep it. So, yeah, so. That was 005 there. So I really got to jam it in there. And we'll check this side. I don't think is there any gas? There's not any gas in there anyways. We're really just trying to get this spin a little bit more freely because, and you can mark a 1/4 inch out on whatever tool you're using to slipping it out of the cylinder there. And there's probably actually a special tool out there, but it's still kind of loose. Yeah, so we need to tighten that one up just a, or are we too far past it? Very hard to move with that variable speed pulley. For instance, and we'll just show you if we can find that marker now. Of course, that marker's not here, even though I just marked the top of the case with it. You can take this and mark out where you're at. Move it down into the cylinder about a 1/4 inch. Roughly a 1/4 inch. And 0.5 slips through that. 0.5 is too tight. 0.4 is too tight. I still think it's more like I'm outside of that ball field, but it is pretty tight. So we will double check that. And yeah, try not to stick unnecessary dirt inside your cylinder. I'd say that's probably cool. That's probably more like a quarter of an inch. Good God. If it would go just a little bit further. Easily. So. Yeah, definitely need to. That sucked. If I didn't say this is a 13, and this is Stanley kit I bought initially because I had a boat, still had a boat speed cable. Yeah. Let's see if 6 hits it. It's still too loose. Spout had a boat speed cable or shift cable that I was trying to work on, and I definitely had this too tight anyways. This is why I hate doing valves, honestly. It's just tedious. And most of the time you go through this effort, and it's not the valve, it's the detent mechanism. So we got that and that, we're good. Let's throw some spark plugs in it and see if it's any better with regards to turning over. "17 foot-pounds. If you have a It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. And let's just see if. Oh, that's phenomenal, huh? Oh yeah. Brake. Brake. Lock your brake. Oh no. Battery is dead. Not the battery. That definitely spins a lot better now that we got that valve lash in place. Do you think it'll go? Do you think it'll fire? Looks like there's a little bit of gas in there. Not a lot, but definitely not enough gas. Let's break stuff and choke ourselves out. Oh yeah, well, you know, duh, a dar, a dar. Push the choke in. Yep. So I think that'll do that. That'll work. I'll open that up, and we'll test the compression either way. But I think that's a good running unit. I just need to fix the this lever. We got to the bottom of that. My lovely mother, she's the one who was opening my garage door inadvertently. She she selected the wrong address, I guess. So she was trying to open up her garage door, and instead she was opening my garage door. I thought the Chinese weather balloon had picked up my signal, or somebody else was doing something shady in the neighborhood. So I called her, and she's the only other person besides my girlfriend that has the code. And she's like, well, I didn't know how to pick the right one. Now my garage door says it's offline. So it's because I unplugged mine. So I have that guy there so you can open it from your cell phone or whatever. But like I said, I was getting a little paranoid there. I think we'll probably try to get I don't want to snap this zip tie, because I don't have any other zip ties that are big like that. So I think what I'm going to do is see if I can retrofit something, a fitting maybe, because to go onto the vacuum cleaner, my shop vac, because I don't know if you can see that, but the gas cap completely deteriorated inside that son of a biscuit. And I don't think this thing ran a whole lot. that oil is pretty darn clear in my opinion, since the last time I changed it. So we'll go over some of the other things. We'll adjust out the safety on that. I think I have donut shop right there. Yeah. So one of the things, I don't know if you can see that, but see, there's a little mechanism there, detab. And we'll see if we can move that up on the shaft there, because what happens is, unfortunately, oh, it looks like it broke. Is it broken? It's cracked. Is it cracked or is it a mount? Yeah, it's just, hopefully we can adjust that up a little bit on that leg, or bend that up a little bit, because it's not off by a lot, but it's off by enough. So maybe we'll pull the rest of these bolts out of the back here. There's not too many more to go. And see if we can bend that up a little bit. That's an unfortunate setup, unfortunately, but I do not want to disengage that or hot wire that. Someone's already done that to the seat, which is probably going to make me regret not wiring that back up. I think I'll rewire that back up, because someone had it hot wired there. So I think I'll put 2 spades on the end of that and make it like it's supposed to be. So, whoops, sorry. Yeah, good unit. We got one. Doesn't happen very often, but we'll be back. Just when I first started working on this was how greased up and nasty this area was, and what it appeared to look like. Sometimes these do rot out. I mean, not very, oh, yeah, okay, let's see. Not very frequently, but sometimes they do crack and they're rotted out and they just wear out. What I do is, if you can get them cleaned up nice enough, is just throw a little bit of RTV around the bottom of that that tube, and also check the inside. This one looked like somebody besides me had really tried to pull it out or put it back in maybe, and had it in incorrectly. It was pinched, so it was actually pinched kind of like that. Just a little bit of tip, you know, when you look at these, you can replace these. I mean, technically they should be replaced. Do they have to be replaced? Is it a waste of, if they look terrible, you know, if you look at where the mating surface is at, you can kind of see if it's a bad gasket or not. This isn't a bad gasket. And like I said, I think previously here, you always throw a little RTV around the whole thing. But what we're going to do is give that one more pass. Actually, we might pull this auto together while we have it off and just clean that up and throw a little RTV right on the top of that. And then squeeze it back down in there, so it's nice and tight. Someone else will be mad if they ever have to replace it, I guess, but you know, you don't have to schmoo the crap out of it. Just put enough RTV in it that you get a good seal, and help keep some of that oil inside the engine instead of splashing it out and giving the outside of the unit a nice brown bath. And somewhere over here I probably have some RTV. I got a new tube of RTV. I don't really want to use the new tube of RTV. I feel like I got an open tube somewhere. One of these lovely bin collectors. Sorry, you know this drill. You know this drill by now. Whether or not we can open it, that's a whole nother story. We'll close that before it falls over on my toes. Because, you know, the smartest thing I ever do is prepare myself to work safely in an environment and wear sandals. Not necessary, but just something that you can do to keep some of that oil from going all over. Come on, baby. Get in there. Yeah. There we go. Inside's not going to matter. Outside's going to be where all the action's at. And yeah, like I said, you just a nice thin even layer to add a little bit of a extra sealing surface, like a sealing spot. And the gasket's fine. Let it dry overnight, call me in the morning. Just trying to see, it almost looked like one of these bolts may have not belonged, but they all look fine. Excuse me, jeez. Don't do that! I was missing one over here too. I don't know where it fell. Fell off to feller. One thing I always love was when they had the air Look how well that light works. The batteries were barely in there that long. Only like a year, maybe. Yep. Well, that means it's time to quit. I have a dry gas can, and I guess you could suck it while it's. But there was a bunch of rubber down in there from the gas cap, and this is what I used to clean it out. It seemed to work pretty well. And buy one of these adapters over at Home Depot or Lowe's, probably even Scamazon. I don't know what size hose that is. Looks like about 3/4. I do not see a size on it. I see a date. I've had it since 2019, I guess, or it was made in 2019, so I probably bought it somewhere there and abouts too. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can finagle or mangle this lever. Of course, now I have this in my way. So, just removing some more bolts. Yeah. Oh, that's probably where the other one that I'm missing got to too, but got a bunch of those. We just need to move this forward enough that might have to remove the steering wheel too, but I was hoping not to do that. But I think we're going to have to in order to get up under here enough. Oh, maybe not. Just to see what's going on. Now I replaced that bracket without having to manipulate everything or move everything, but in this case it's probably just best to remove that steering wheel. Easiest to get in to do. Like I do. Pardon my runny nose. Yep. Dirty mechanic. I just changed the dyno juice on the exploder. 273,000 miles on that. And I'm really hoping to get another 40,000 miles out of it. It'd be nice to hit 300,000 with it, but I have been babying it a lot lately because I am concerned about some suspension components, and can't ever fucking help yourself, can you? So I'm going to squeeze this up enough that we can get in there, and it'd be nice to guess if I unplug this guy here on this side, maybe it's just easier to pull it off this side, and we're after is this guy right here. And so it's just kind of easier to, guess we'll throw some fresh grease down in there too. Here's my gas cap that I lost earlier, and I guess we'll need a new one of those. I mean, I could use the old one, but it'd be nice to have the rubber. So these are already hard enough to pull back all the way. There's not really a whole lot that you can do on those. I mean, technically, I guess you could bend the... Oh, gotta go. Coming in there, but they were not. There really isn't a whole lot you can do to bring that closer. Maybe bend it forward more, but you're just weakening the metal. There doesn't appear to be any travel on that adjuster there, or those two bolts. So I think what we'll do is put a little electrical goo in it. I think I got some, hope I got some electrical cleaner left. Brand new can. Is the other can empty or missing? I know you'll never need that again. I always love when I bend those the first time they're going in. And I think what I'll do is we'll just try to bend that forward, because there's not really a whole lot that I can do other than just seems like that is just a little bit too far out. Let me go get my manipulator. Hopefully we can get in here without breaking the bottom of the plastic plug too. Now, you know what we'll do is we'll try to bend that forward a little bit with a guess we could use vice grips. I don't really want to use vice grips, so I prefer to. Don't know where the large one is. See if there's enough room in here. Well, if I could get in there at the right angle, I guess. Or get something in there. There you go. That's all that is a little piece of tin. So every time you squish that button down onto it, or that lever down onto it, it's a really terrible setup. And this does feel really tight. So I guess maybe while we're in there we'll spray some goo on stuff and try to keep it off the belts. And I don't think I need anything there, but That's probably more realistic with regards to being in the right place now, but it's just gonna get grease in there. As you can see, these are much easier to take apart than some of the newer ones, that's for sure. And got more on the outside of it than I did on the inside. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. I guess let's go get some gas, throw some gas down in there, and see where we go. Gas in there. Something else is going on there. Oh yeah, duh. Well, the watt's not working. Still something weird going on there. I think it's this thing here. Still kind of at the end of the spectrum there. So we're going to have to see if we can come up with a way to finagle that. Guy up in there, because it's definitely right at the end of the spectrum. And I hate to disable a safety feature, but I think that's what I'm going to do, because that really seems like a wonky setup. Yeah, it's like that safety switch is almost at the end of its travel there, and you don't want to. I don't want to get up underneath of it. Try to bend it up in there, because it'll probably break on it. But yeah, what a flimsy piece of turd. That is really bad. It's a bad setup. The only thing I could do, I guess, is, well, I don't know. There really isn't a whole lot you can do. Other than, like I said, short out the safety switch. And I really, really don't want to short out that safety switch. If there was some movement in that, let's look. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just missing it. I don't see it. I don't really see it. It's I guess it's 7/16. 5. 5/30 seconds. 5/30 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, as I thought, there's no movement in that. Be nice if there was some movement, but there is no movement, and there's no way to you know what I could do? I guess I could have put a piece of epoxy on the top of it, but that'll break off. Yeah. I don't think it's really fun. Maybe there's no movement in there either, and you really can't make it come back any further. I guess if you try to twist something does seem a little bit off there, but there isn't really a way to twist that any further. So when I sell it, I think that's what I'll just have to say is you may have to pull back further on the stick in order to get it to start, because that safety mechanism down there is no longer 100% functional. No. Alright, we're gonna throw it back together. I'm gonna fix the seat, because I don't like I got 2 spades for the seat. Not sure why they took the seat one off, because that one's not the problematic one. We'll just do two 2 small spades. I think those will fit. Let's double check. They may be the bigger ones, but yeah, they are the bigger ones. But I would rather have a seat safety switch in case you get some kid riding on it, and you know, mom or grandpa or whoever sends a kid out to mow the lawn, and I almost feel like I need to put a dollop of solder down on that one and crush it with the wrong crusher, I think. Yep, that's what I will do. Sad. Feels like crap. Good thing it wasn't my last one. But I'm upset. I hope we can get it right the second time. That's stupid. And thought there was a hole in the seat here somewhere, but I guess it comes up through here. And maybe now I know why I did that, because the nice thing about this time of year is there are no mosquitoes. I don't know why. This redneckery, but we are plumb out of ideas there. We got a mower that wants to run, but can't run because it's hard to start. Because it needs like a micrometer of, I don't know, micrometer. Just needs a little extra bump on this safety switch, and I hate to say it, the safety switch might actually end up getting cut out of there because there is really no way to rightfully finagle anything on the bottom of that and try to bend it out. If I yank on it too much, and this thing, I imagine it'll probably vibrate off, and put some epoxy down in there. Try to keep those on there longer, but eventually. And I wish I was a movie star. That would have been nice. Huh? I don't have to be doing any of this. Okay, I was some Starbucks person this morning. Screwing up my double chai latte, blah, blah, blah. With goat milk and cheese. If I pull on it that way, that thing's gonna bust. And eventually, these will. You fucker. And boy, oh boy. Yeah, see, it's not even, it's fucking out there anyways. It's on the edge. Fuck you. Fuck you. I can't bend you down, can't bend you up. Can't add more there. I tell you what we can do. Bypass the safety mechanism. That's a pretty stupid idea. Is there any adjustment in any which direction to make that go back in place? Negative. Comes the Honda fart can. I got a punching rod somewhere, don't I? Sounds like crap too, that Honda fart can. I know better. That was probably a waste of time anyways. Whoever buys it. Look at that. Now it's even worse than it was before. What the hell? Oh, we're back at it again with the we got a new switch here. Safety switch. And really there's nothing wrong with this unit other than this stupid little safety switch. So as we tried earlier to facilitate a better connection with this guy, we quickly learned that that was not going to work. So I melted it down by accident, and I went on Fleece Me Bay and bought a, and this might have worked, but tripping over the steering wheel. I just figured I'm better served buying a new switch. It was kind of like it was at its end of limit. And let's see if we can find a proper socket for this hot mess. We got Comcast in the neighborhood ripping it up. They are out there tearing up the yards, pissing off the neighbors. They've really done a number out here to the yards. And some people are happy that they're coming to the neighborhood, and some people not so happy. I don't care either way. I don't get paid to be silly, funny, or anything like that, so yeah, I don't have any commentary for it. Ah, biscuits. Oh no, not twice. Where'd that one go? Yeah. Another one down there, too. No, I didn't. Shmur. Really? Yeah, I do like that. Would have been nice if I could have held on to that. Oh, lordy. Okay. Well, that stinks. There you go. Figure out how we find that. Fell down in there. 15 minutes of digging around for that. Almost dropped it again. Really is in a weird spot. Well, this gas can definitely needs a new. Right. Now, does that seem like it wants to come back and sit down better? Absolutely. Matter of fact, it misses the whole thing altogether. So, let's see if we can not bend. And then it just doesn't seem like it. I start putting Gorilla Tape on there, or like I said, this stinking lid sucked. That's why I put that on there, was because you could just, the gas fumes were leaking out in the garage here. It's attached to the house. It smelled like I'd been working on a snowmobile out here. Oddly enough, I heard that, alright, so that switch is definitely what was the cause of that. And all the banging and chagrins. Could have saved myself some time just by replacing the switch. The switch was like 13 bucks, so can't say no go. Go, alright. Let's put this turkey back together. I think I already got it sold anywho. That was a clip from here. Probably was another one on that side that we're missing too down there. Good luck if we can find that one. I don't think I have any body ones from anywhere else. And if we are lucky, it fell down in here, but I highly doubt it. I think one was pretty loose to begin with. This actually looks like somebody may have been working on that one at one point too. Like I said, my biggest thing was that I really didn't want to sell a unit that has safety features missing from it. The gas cap I can deal with. That's a $10 item, you know. But the loss of a limb due to whatever chagrins, you know, Grandpa sends a kid out in the mower and he falls off the goddamn mower. Sorry, Lord. Breaks his leg. Chops his leg up. Do not want that on my conscience. Would prefer not to have that on my conscience. It would be nice to find that other body clip, or find a body clip. Right now. And doop 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 doop. Yep, that's where those went, where one of those went. Make sure that we got the hardware down there. I can deal with that in a little bit. So we had two of these. One probably completely eroded somewhere along the line. Get rid of the excess. Do need to put that back in there too. It's technically 3/8 and not 10 millimeter. And that'll line up this funny contraption of a front end here. We got some explaining to do. I'm slowing down out there. Start getting a little curious. It was a bus. Whoa, speedy bus. See what I was saying about how this is definitely a little bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I think that these are bigger ones. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I started on this project. It did look like oh no. And you know whether or not they were short or long, I honestly don't know. Could have been long, could have been short, could have been moved around before. Like that. Oh no. Oh yeah, definitely a different size. Or no, I'm sorry, it's just not in the hole. Here's two holes. One hole there and one hole there. I would like to go for the back hole. And that gets us closer to our final destination. Yep, there's this guy was one of them. Now if I can find the bottom bolt for that guy. This guy was one of them. I guess maybe it was that nut. Excuse me. Not sure where that third one came from, but and hopefully can find that other nut. And that's what that screw was for. Was out of this guy. I guess I could probably put a little grease in there too, but it's a little weird about. So that's straight, and better double check. It may have actually been this bolt that was down there, but I doubt it. Nope, it was that bolt. Good thing I did double check, and it had a washer on it. And it wasn't that washer, was it? Is this washer? No? Was it this washer? It looks like it was pretty rusty. Definitely had a washer on it. This looks like it had a washer on it to me, so we're going to have to find a washer for that. I'm not sure if it was this washer or not. Could have been this washer. I can't imagine the washer down there would have been bent downwards. And we need, that was for this guy here, which was for the body clip that I'm missing over there. Hopefully we can find. And I guess there's probably another washer down here somewhere. Washer. But I don't feel like looking for one for the rest of the afternoon, so let's find a decent washer to hold that in there. Nice if it had a wide flat washer. That was an appropriate size. That's actually probably more ideal for what's going on there. I don't think that's the right size, but it's too wide. So, and we need to find the nut anyways that was on there. There's a nut somewhere floating around here. I don't think it's up in my cart, but it could be. Could be, but it's not. I don't see it. So let's move this guy again. I want to pull the. We're gonna finish this up. Let me just do some looking around. All right. So we have a 2003 Husky. Air filter was changed at the end of last season. I do have the other screw hiding around here somewhere. I checked the valves on these, the valve lash I should say. I also marked it underneath this cover here. It's supposed to be between 004 and 006. This is why the other one's floating around the garage right now. Other models had a little little circlip on the end of the screw, so you can hold on to it. Does need a new gas cap. I have the gas cap over here, but the rubber deteriorated from the wonderful ethanol that the government loves to push into the gasoline. So oil, fresh oil, or and filter and fuel filter, and it was already started. I don't think we need to choke it, but hopefully we don't. Oh, yeah, got to pull the deck all the way up. Might need a new battery. So I had to replace the safety switch on this. There's a safety switch underneath the lever to make sure that it's not engaged, so your feet don't get chopped up while you're getting off it or whatever, or starting it. And I rewired the safety switch. Someone had previously gone ahead and twisted it together, and I mean, it's a simple mechanism, but it is a safety feature that I believe is important. And there is no reverse. You know, can't mow in reverse on this. If you, I guess I'll point it out. If you disabled the safety switch there, you could mow in reverse, but I don't recommend it anyway. I did give it a bath yesterday. see a whole lot, but deck's in decent shape.